Wanted to check with John. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate this. This is a huge, huge deal for us in West Des Moines. And we are extremely excited to announce this housing pilot project that we are announcing today. This is a project that is a public-private partnership. We've been out there trying to raise about $1 million. We are over halfway there. And I want to recognize some of our private sector sponsors that I think many of them are probably here today. We've got West Bank, who's here, who has contributed significantly to the project. Anybody from West Bank, please raise your hand. Appreciate that, appreciate you being here. First National Bank, also a significant contributor. Dean Whitaker's here. Others, thank you for being here, really appreciate it. We've got Bankers Trust. I know I've seen Emily here and others, thank you. Green State Foundation. Anybody from Green State Foundation here today? Okay. Northwest Bank. Anybody from Northwest? Thank you. And Bank Iowa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Before I get going on the specifics of some of the programs, I do want to acknowledge some of the officials that are present here today. We are extremely fortunate today to have Debi Durham, the Director of the Iowa Economic Development Authority, and wearing the hat here today of the Iowa Finance Authority Director. Debi, thank you so much for being here. John Hollenrake, I believe, was going to be here from U.S. Senator Joni Ernst's office. Not sure if I see John out there. Tyler Alessio from U.S. Representative Cindy Axney's office is here. Steve Eggleston from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is here. Thank you, Steve. And we are honored to have two Polk County supervisors here today. Both Angela Connolly and Matt McCoy are here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I also want to acknowledge at this time, this program would not be possible without the contribution from the Polk County Board of Supervisors as well. They have pledged $1 million towards this effort, and we cannot thank you guys enough for that. So let's hear it for Polk County. We've been working really hard down here in Valley Junction to help revitalize the area. We had 3 different economic development programs put in place that have helped revitalize the business district down here, and now we're turning our attention to the neighborhoods. Affordable housing is something we've been working really hard on. This area is our most affordable census tract in the area, and we have got 3 different pilot projects that we're going to be announcing today. That first project is a home improvement program. This program, people will be able to apply for and receive up to $25,000 from the city to make improvements to their home. It's going to be largely exterior improvements, things like replacing the roof, replacing the siding, replacing rotting windows, cracked foundations. There is a matching requirement for this program, and it is for homeowners that live in their homes. There'll be a sliding scale on the matching requirement based on income. We've got another program, which is the down payment program. This program will be partnering with the Iowa Finance Authority and the NFC program. They have down payment and closing cost assistance for low and moderate income individuals. If you qualify and receive assistance under those programs and you want to buy a home here in the historic West Des Moines area, we will match those incentives that you get through those other programs as well. And then third, we've got a rental acquisition program. We've got a number of rental properties down here, some of which are not in the best of conditions. The landlords have not kept up some of these properties, and they are substandard on the assessor's website. We are looking to purchase those properties. We are then going to sell those properties to nonprofit housing organizations like Habitat for Humanity, Home Inc., and others, who will, for 75 cents on the dollar, they will then rehab those properties and sell those to low and moderate income families. So these programs are going to provide a huge boost to this area. They're going to not only revitalize the neighborhood and spruce up the neighborhood, but they're going to provide additional opportunities for homeownership for low and moderate income families. We are extremely excited about this program. It's going to start July 1. And with that, I want to recognize one more person that is here, and that is Councilman Matt McKinney. Councilman Matt McKinney's been working hard on these programs with me, as well as the other council people, and really appreciate his support on this. Also, we've got our city manager, Tom Haddon, here, and our deputy city manager, Jamie Letzring. So thank you for being here. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Angela Connolly from the Polk County Board of Supervisors. Angela?
Thanks, Russ. Well, first I want to say that I've known Russ quite a while and have worked with him, and I am just really proud that you have always said, let's put the people first, and affordable housing has always been very important to you, and you really put it where it meant. So I really appreciate all this work that you've done, because I know you've been forefront in this, making it happen. You just approved another 142 units possibly last Monday night at your council meeting. So West Des Moines really does care about those in the most need. So thank you to Russ and to all of West Des Moines for doing this. So on behalf of the Polk County Board of Supervisors, we're really proud to support this exciting initiative. Polk County has a long history of supporting housing initiatives and economic development, and I believe it's a perfect example how we can make strategic investments in one of our most historic neighborhoods to ensure that it thrives for years to come. Valley Junction is already a vibrant destination neighborhood, but we know that there's even more potential in the heart of West Des Moines. We have been seeing investments in housing to help propel economic development in other communities throughout Polk County. And we also know that providing assistance with down payments, home improvements, and others are effective tools to help families build wealth and really lift them up. This neighborhood is also a perfect location to begin transitioning rental property to owner-occupied. Just think, some folks are going to have their first home once we get all of this done. Thank you to the City of West Des Moines for your vision on this initiative and for investing in the heart of your city. I can't wait to see what the future brings for Valley Junction. Thanks, Russ.
And now I'd like to introduce Director Debi Durham, the Director of the Iowa Finance Authority.
The mayor and supervisors, council, and a room of so many friends. It is always a great day when you get to spend some time in historic, vibrant Valley Junction to launch the Historic West Des Moines Housing Fund. I'd like to open actually with a quote from an internationally renowned researcher, Sir Gustav Nozzle, and he says, "Community leadership is the courage, creativity, and capacity to inspire participation, development, and sustainability for strong communities." So I commend the City of West Des Moines, the Polk County Board of Supervisors, and so many partners in our lending community for your outstanding creativity, collaborative work to advance homeownership opportunities in the historic West Des Moines neighborhood. The programs announced today will provide assistance for critical repairs to some of the city's oldest housing stock and create new opportunities for homeownership through both the development of owner-occupied housing in addition to down payment assistance to help new buyers achieve the goal of affordable homeownership. We know that far too many of our workers are housing cost burdened and cannot afford to live in the communities in which they work. And there's no question that employers in central Iowa and all over the great state of Iowa are hiring. We now must work together to ensure that our workforce can live in the communities and where they work by using every tool available to us and by leveraging all of these partnerships. If Iowa is going to meet the needs of our robust economy, including the need for an additional 61,000 housing units by the year 2030, and I say at my age, that's tomorrow, right? Then we must all rally together to support housing of all kinds in our communities. The Historic West Des Moines Housing Fund is an excellent example of the types of partnerships and innovative initiatives that we'll need in order to meet this lofty housing goal for our state. That is why Governor Reynolds announced an historic $100 million investment to create new housing for workforce. It's why our Iowa legislature, the session before, passed the very broad housing omnibus bill, and thank you, Mary, for your help on that. These investments will move housing opportunities forward throughout the housing continuum, many of which were stalled due to building cost increases and supply chains caused by the pandemic. But we know by addressing the housing shortage, we will benefit not only our citizens, but our communities. Simply stated, Iowa grows when we embrace economic diversity of housing, and today's announcement is a big step in the right direction for the city of West Des Moines. So again, on behalf of Governor Reynolds and our entire team at IFA and IEDA, we reach a very hearty congratulations to the city of West Des Moines and the County Board of Supervisors. Thank you for making this possible.
Thank you so much, Director Durham. Really appreciate it. I want to recognize somebody else that slipped in here. I didn't see her. Councilwoman Renee Hardman from West Des Moines City Council. With that, this will conclude our program officially, but we are just really excited about this. We are going to be starting to take applications, and this program will launch July 1st. We really think, as it's been mentioned, it's going to help spruce up the neighborhoods and keep up our affordable housing stock in West Des Moines. And we are really excited about these programs and really excited to get them going. So one more thing I do want to mention, we are still continuing to raise money for the program. Again, we got the goal of $1 million. And there have been some people that have been working hard with me to raise those funds, and I want to recognize them too. And that is Clyde Evans, our Economic Development Director, and Christine Gordon, who works in our housing program. So thank you so much to you guys. This would not be possible without you. So thank you everybody for coming. Thanks for your financial assistance and all of your support, and we really look forward to launching these programs. So take care. Sure.